met my wife when we were both in law school in New York City. And back then, I would have done anything to try and make her happy. And yes, that was still true even after she agreed to have sex with me. For example, my wife Jackie is an incredibly driven person. She would study long into the night. It was not uncommon in the morning to find her passed out on top of her crim law book, part of the Fourth Amendment smeared on her face. So during exams, when I knew that she was asleep, I used to sneak into her apartment. Okay, wait, I know that sounds really creepy. Like the beginning of a restraining order, or any movie on Lifetime. But it's not what you think. I would sneak into her apartment and leave her study care packages. You don't even know what's in it yet. A bag of gourmet coffee, some snacks, and most importantly, a fresh pack of Marlboro Lights. Later, I even went to the mall to help her pick out suits for job interviews. Okay, I know that doesn't sound like that big a deal, but I failed to mention some details. First, it was an outlet mall. And it was a Memorial Day sale. Just imagine the first 20 minutes of Saving Private Ryan in suburban New Jersey. But all of that pales in comparison to what she was willing to do for me. Now, before I go any further, I should explain something about myself. I am from the happiest place on earth. That's right, I'm from Detroit. I'm glad to see you're familiar with our work. Don't worry, I'm not armed. Now, it's true, the Motor City's gotten a bad rap, and there are some things we don't have, like money, sunlight, or people. But one thing we do have is a love of hockey. And for over 85 years, we have been blessed with the Detroit Red Wings. Yeah. I'm a huge Red Wings fan, and June 1998 was a very auspicious time. The Red Wings were in the NHL Finals trying to win back-to-back Stanley Cups. It was also my birthday, the first one I would be sharing with Jackie. And she came to me and said, I want to do something really special for your birthday. What can I get you? What do you really want? And I immediately said, I want a new Red Wings jersey. And she said, really? That's what you want? I'm not sure if she was horrified by the fact that her boyfriend desperately wanted an item of clothing made entirely of polyester, or worse, that this might indicate what I thought was an appropriate gift to get her for her birthday later in the year. Either way, she gamely accepted this difficult challenge. Now, I know some of you here tonight might be thinking, difficult? How difficult could that be? You just go online and order it, right? Silly millennial. Sit back and let Grandpa Generation X tell you a story about a time long, long ago. A time known as the 1990s. When the internet sounded like swah, swah, swah. Beach ball, beach ball, beach ball, beach ball, beach ball, beach ball. That's right, Jackie actually had to go outside and actually go to stores. Now, I know New York City is famous for its shopping, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, but New York is also famous and arguably even prouder of the reputation of having the most obnoxious sports fans in the world. This is a city that truly believes that there are only two teams. The Yankees and everybody else who fucking sucks. Yet, somehow in this population, Jackie was somehow able to find this jersey. A garment I intend to be buried in, since I was not allowed to get married in it. I was specifically informed that if I wore this to the wedding, I would be the only one there. But Jackie gave me this jersey on my birthday, which was perfect, because that night, the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Glad to see there are no Caps fans from 1998. Remember that. But that night, she also surprised me with a whole feast of Detroit food. There was Little Caesars pizza, Detroit-style Coney Island hot dogs, a six-pack of Bell's beer, and one of Werner's ginger ale. Yeah, I knew there's some Michigan people here. Where are you from? No. And for dessert, Mackinac Island fudge. She even watched the game with me and pretended to be interested. Soon after that, I proposed. Because if you think I'm letting a woman like that get away, you're crazy. A few years into our marriage, things began to change, as they usually do. Now, people say stuff like, ooh, the honeymoon's over, the magic's gone. There is some truth to that. But the main thing you realize after being married a little while is one thing, that marriage is about getting shit done. My wife knows that if it was ever necessary, I would gladly give my life for her. And I know if for some reason that did occur, she would want me to go to Costco first. Let me put it this way. June 2002, it's my birthday. Seems to happen the same time every year. The Red Wings are back in the Stanley Cup Finals. But this time, there's no new hockey jersey. There's no feast of Detroit food. I didn't even get to watch that many of the games. Why? Because that week we were in the process of moving into our first house. It was just me, Jackie, and two movers who I'm pretty sure just broke out of prison. Now, I know if the biggest shit you've got to deal with in your marriage is an in-town move, you should count yourself incredibly lucky. Jackie and I have been together for over 16 years. And in that time, we have had to face financial difficulties, unemployment, the deaths of parents, and debilitating disease. We have been pushed to become a better couple. We've learned to communicate more and to really trust each other. We've grown stronger, and we have survived. But as anybody can tell you, there is a huge difference between surviving and being happy. And that's something that I forgot until 2009, when something happened. Something wonderful. The Red Wings are back in the Stanley Cup Finals. There's more. I'm watching one of the games when Jackie calls to me from upstairs. She says, honey, I have a surprise for you in the bedroom. All right. I mean, it is my birthday. And there on the bed is absolute, undeniable proof that I have the greatest wife ever. And I know the single guys here are thinking, three-way? And the guys with kids are thinking, she let you take a nap? there on the bed are 2 tickets to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. I know. But not only that, these were front row freaking seats. I don't know how she paid for these tickets. I don't want to know. I half expect any day now there will be a knock at our door. And there will be Robert Redford come to collect one night with my wife. And when that happens, I will look at Jackie and I'll say, honey, your ride's here. But not only is my wife possibly willing to sacrifice herself to take me to this game, she is also willing to travel to a dark and dangerous place. That's right, the game was in Pittsburgh. And yeah, even people from Detroit make fun of Pittsburgh. It's a great game. But unfortunately, sometimes even the most fervent birthday wishes are crushed under the skates of pure evil. Also known as Sidney Crosby. Detroit lost, but the thing I will remember most about that game is at one point Detroit had tied the score, and I am so excited. I am screaming my head off. I got a huge smile on my face, and I turn and I see Jackie. And she's looking at me, and she has tears in her eyes. She just says, you don't know what it means to me to see you this happy. And in that moment, I realized something I know I can never forget. That yeah, marriage is about getting shit done. But you know what? The most important shit you gotta get done is to make each other happy. In the years since then, we have had to face some major challenges, many even bigger than the ones we had to deal with before. But we've also gotten to share some truly wonderful moments. Yeah, there have been trips to Hawaii and Vegas, but more importantly, there have been countless marathon Scrabble games in front of the fire, thousands of hours with nothing but DiGiorno and whatever TiVo thinks we should watch. And the occasional Caps game. Because yes, I have succeeded in turning my wife into a hockey fan. And sometimes when we're there at the Verizon Center, she'll take my hand, she'll look in my eyes, and she'll just whisper, you know, honey, these seats kind of suck. Thank you.